Welcome to Project Embro. This custom spec home has so much to offer. We collaborated with 10 Construction to bring this home to life. This custom spec home is an extension of our love and commitment to design and creating a lifetime home for our ideal client. Working with our architect, builder, and team to design this 6,000 square feet custom spec home from the ground up has been incredibly rewarding. This is one of the bespoke homes we designed and built here in Toronto. The exterior of the home is just as important as the interior. When looking from the outside in, we understand the importance of ensuring that the exterior details of the home aligns and coexist with the interiors. When you go into the interiors of the home, it should feel like you are thinking of the same aesthetic as when you're looking from the outside. The little details matter. For example, if you look at the stone details on the front of our house right now, you will find similarity on our paint color in the interior. And the little molding on the post, you will also find that in our wall paneling detail. From the pendant to the wall sconces and the black glass railing in this entryway complements the front foyer so well. We're at the front foyer of our Project Embro, and our aim for this custom home is to create and design a space where our client can love and appreciate the timelessness and elegance. When we designed this home, the front foyer was something that we knew we want to create such a focal point. The height of the ceiling is 15 foot high, is so tall and is so grand. So when you walk into the front foyer, you look into the space and you look up, you see this beautiful chandelier and this tall and mighty millwork cabinet. It's the use of space and the functionality of it all that we cherish. And down at the floor tile, we wanted something to tie in with our living room, dining, and the rest of the space. So we went with this beautiful porcelain tile. We create this diamond shape effect where we did the book matching in a way where our tiler has to cut from different slabs to ensure that we get as close as possible. So if you look at it, you see some of the veinings they line with each other, and the flow of the color palette works very well in this tall space. Another factor in this front foyer is this custom entry door that the builder and I designed for this home. It's beautifully designed with the details on the door with the two side lights. It's still bringing in the lights from the outside. And as you've seen on the exterior of the house, we have the glass railing on the entrance. It ties it all in together. And when you look to the side, you will see that we added tall wall paneling throughout to help your eyesight go up when you walk into the front foyer. And it just ties it all in with the door profile and the wall paneling throughout the main floor and second floor. The hardware that we chose for the front foyer is black on black because it's such an elegant piece of, accessory jewelry to a door. And it's something that you will see in this little detail here. We decided to do a little bit more like a hexagon shape where there is a grip when you open the door. You can feel it, so it's not smooth, but it's not too rigid. We love that. And with the hinges that we chose as well to complement the overall aesthetic is black on black. Now let me show you the millwork hardware on the closet is that brass gold that we love, and it will patina so well over time, and that is why our aesthetic is timeless classic. The wall paneling on the side here as you walk up from the front foyer draws your eyes into the rest of the home. So on the right side of me, you get the beautiful wall paneling, and then the left side of me, you get this see-through glass railing where even in the front foyer, you see into the living room and the dining room. And that is why we chose the accents so bold where you can't miss it. The bold green porcelain fireplace behind me is stunning. So when you're on the main floor, the main foyer, you look up to the side and you see this. How stunning is this? We love it so much, and when creating a living room shared with a dining space, we want a place where our client and their friends and family to entertain and have an enjoyable time. So creating a space that is cozy and enjoyable is so important. And if you look to the wall paneling as well, we did panel the whole entire main floor because it's something that is the little details that matters to us. The little details in the wall paneling, what we did with the wall paneling is we customize it to have the same profile as the cabinet doors in our kitchen, because our kitchen is the heart of the home and we want to bring that throughout the space. In this dining area, we wanted your eyes to draw into the wall paneling on this side. Therefore, we chose the light fixtures that are super light and airy and see-through. It's not too heavy where your eyes would draw only to the light. We want to draw it into the rest of the space. We also wanted to create a focal point. So if you look at this wall, it's all paneled, and we did not want to add anything heavy onto the floor or onto the wall. So of course, we paneled the entire wall and adding a beautiful abstract paint or art onto the wall, which creates symmetry to our light. However, it will create that asymmetrical to the wall paneling. Not everybody likes the idea. It feels right. For me, it feels right to have this art where it's placed, and I believe and I think it's perfect in this dining room. When we select lighting fixtures for each and every room, we wanted to create a space where the conversation goes in different ways, but at the same time, it's about how the space feels. So choosing a light where it's, for example, in the dining room, we have these more linear lighting fixtures where it's glass. So as you can see, we are tying in with the glass railing that we have coming up from the front foyer. And over into the living room, I'm gonna take you guys back there, is that we chose something more circular with detailing of that, I would say a little bit traditional, because we want this to feel a mix. You want to feel like a little bit of a traditional detailing, so you feel nostalgic, and it's timeless, classic aesthetic that we want to bring into this space. And this works beautifully because we don't want to select pieces that are competing with each other. We want to select pieces that are speaking to each other and elevating each room with every light. Speaking of the light fixture, I want to bring you to the front foyer, the fixture that we chose for this beautiful entranceway is a 5-tier chandelier with brass gold and alabaster marble. It beautifully fit the space. It's not too heavy, it's not too bulky, and it flows from the floor up onto the ceiling, and it draws your eyes in a circle of motion, but also it helps you to envision the rest of the space. That's why in the living room that we're standing in right now has a circular light to bring that attention to detail, and then leading you into the dining area, which we chose the more linear lighting fixture, but with a circular glass around it. Now, I want to take you to the pantry area. Again, we're very intentional with selecting lighting fixtures. If you look up, you see this aged bronze pendant that we decided to put in this butler pantry. It's a little bit different finish than the rest of the fixtures because we wanted this space to feel like it's its own thing. So traditionally, having this here makes it feel like you're flowing from one to the next, and that is the whole intention. Coming from the dining into the butler pantry and into the kitchen. We have plenty of counter space for when you entertain friends and family. There's ample storage space in this pantry where you can tuck away all your appliances and have everything out of sight. One unique feature that I don't want to miss is this vented drawers that we designed to put potatoes, for example, onions, or garlic. To have this here, it's easy access. Usually the vented drawers designed with the metal mesh in the front. In this case, we decided to go with the custom grooving here for the ventilation. It is such a great seamless look to the overall aesthetic. You might not even notice it just walking by. It is that seamless. The butler pantry is not just for easy hosting. We also have a beverage center that we situated in the center of the pantry, and we have the counter space for you to have coffee and tea. We wanted to make this space as convenient as possible, so we added a bar sink and a garbage pull out here, and obviously so much space up on the upper cabinets. The stone that we selected for the butler pantry is from handstone. It's called Motherhorn. It's a beautiful color pattern and it looks very organic. The durability of this stone is amazing, and we also used the same stone in our kitchen and kitchen island. From our butler's pantry, we're in our kitchen. You can find our full exclusive kitchen tour on Elle-amie's YouTube channel. Right next to the kitchen is our breakfast nook. I love this space. It's right next to these large windows, and it's actually a bay window, and it's such a perfect spot to have this circle table with this awesome pendant above it. It's super inviting to be here, and I'm looking into the living room foyer area. It's a focal point on its own. What can I say about this great room? The chandelier we chose for this space is stunning. It's like a piece of jewelry. It's like a necklace or earrings to your outfit, and that is why it is so important for us to select the right piece of lighting fixture for every room, where they don't compete with each other, but they do speak with each other and they complement one another. behind me, you will find this beautiful porcelain fireplace. And this fireplace is electric. It does give off subtle heat, which is amazing. And flanking the fireplace, we have the millwork where we mirrored from our kitchen cabinet door profile and also the hardware. We want these two spaces to speak to one another. And underneath each of the shelves, you'll find these LED strips. And behind me, we follow through with the wall paneling here in our great room. So we decided to bring the art asymmetrical to the wall paneling, similar to what we did in the dining room. It works perfectly in our little nook here with the side table and the accent chair. It creates that little vignette effect in the space, and it works beautifully and effortlessly. After seeing the floor plan, I had to design this powder room like this. Our design aesthetic is inspired by the European elegance, so this is it. I love the bold porcelain tile on the accent wall, and normally I don't really do accent wall, but in this case, it works beautifully. We are bringing in the old with the new. We're combining it all to adding that traditional feel to this powder room and adding something kind of modern and tying it all in with bold finishes. We chose this beautiful and bold porcelain tile for the accent wall, and we ran it down onto the aproned countertop for the vanity. It is beautiful, and we tried to book match our porcelain tile on the accent wall, and when we brought it down to the counter, as you can see, we also tried to book match that as well to connect that together so it feels super intentional. And adding accessories in here like painting on each of the walls feels so warm and cozy, inviting, and the art pieces that we chose in this room as well feels really soft and elegant. The frame on these arts, they're antique brass. When you look at them, to me, I feel like it's bringing back that European aesthetic, and it's so like nostalgic. Being in this room feels like I am in Europe, hotel, bathroom suite. And on the floor tile, we decided to go with something a bit more fun to complement our bold porcelain tile selection. So we went with a marble aesthetic with the black lines for the floor. And when we install this, we rotate it in a way where it's not just a straight on tile. We made sure that when you look at from this way, you see on an angle, and when you come into the powder room, you get to see this built up from the floor, and you get the vanity and the accent wall. Also, these beautiful sconces, it's so elegant, it's so beautiful. It works well on this porcelain tile backdrop. It's not too heavy and it's not overpowering. It complements it. And we decided to just go with the wall color, exact same color as our vanity, which it helps to not create such a contrast from the vanity to the walls. And we love that, because having a wall color that is too white versus the vanity, we think it creates a distraction. Now, the finishes that we went in here is brass gold. this Royal Bell faucet. We love Royal Bell, and it's one of the plumbing fixture company that we work with a lot. And we also went with this custom mirror frame for the powder room, since getting a store-bought one is a little bit difficult and challenging for this size or this height in this powder room. So we got this customized. We decided to go a little bit on the like beveled edge on each corner to give that roundedness in our squared powder room. It adds a little bit of details, and little details matter. You might not catch on, but it's intentional for us to design a space with little details, and the craftsmanship of everything, the vanity, the countertop, the paint, just accessorizing it as well. It is important to us. Looking at our floor plan, we use this opportunity to create 3 functional rooms in one space. So our office, we decided to build our millwork across from the entryway where there's ample storage. We went with the gold brass hardware as well, and we did panel the walls to bring interest into the space. And because it's a smaller office, we decided to, why not get an oversized pendant above the office desk, and we think it works beautifully, and it's just something that you come in and you look at that and it makes the room feels bigger. It doesn't shrink the room, it makes it feel bigger. And adding a little bit of finishes and accessories bring this room together. It does not feel like a boring office. It feels like you want to be in here. I want to be in here. It's so special. And when you look at this rug, looks similar to our powder room floor tile. It has the straight lines going horizontally, and I just think the green worked amazing in this space, and it complements the powder room when you look in from the powder room into the office. When we saw this floor plan and we knew that we had to design something so bold, yet something that's eye-catching, right? Instead of just bold but boring. So we decided to do this dark walnut cabinetry. Along with that, with the hardware that we chose, is this champagne gold color hardware, and these are meant for appliances, but we thought, why not use it for our gallery millwork, because it's a statement piece. When you walk up from the main floor foyer, you come up to the living room area and the dining, you look into the space, it captures your attention. And when you look up, you will be greeted by this super fun, elegant pendant. It's like an aged brass finish, and it has these little details that when you turn on the lights, your ceiling reflects off the detailing of the fixture. It is so beautiful. And because it's in the center of the 2 rooms, we want this gallery to feel super unique. So again, we're playing with the old and the new pieces. So looking a little bit more vintage or traditional, and adding that pop of modern behind me. Originally, we wanted to add antique mirror inside of our wall paneling in our gallery, greeting you into the powder room. Then I thought it might not work out that well because it might just be a little bit of a distraction. So we did not do the antique mirror, and it's also a little bit costly for the budget. And so we went with this antique art piece that we got, and I think it just works so well together with our antique brass lighting fixture in the middle of our gallery space.